In my flying career over 35 years, I've looked out at the landscape and I've thought a lot about farmers battling with drought, and it became really clear to me that there were ways that we could grow food better, that was less harm on the environment and looked after our animals more. And one of the things we do in Australia is, we have to supplement our livestock, and we supplement livestock all around the world.
Agriculture is huge and water is so critical. So anything we can do to measure water, to use water more efficiently, to provide nutrition to animals in a country where water is so scarce, it's all very big.
It's a really hard environment out here in Northern Australia, and it's a hard place for farmers to be able to produce food for a rising population. But with tech and innovation, we've got this ability to be able to help these farmers better feed the world. And it's all about producing more with less better.
Some of the problems that are facing the industry are just the tyranny of distance for Australia, just being such a big country.
I did 16,000 k's in 5 weeks last trip up here. Probably do another 8,000 k's before I get home.
Our core business, water supplementing, it's been around for almost 30 years, if not longer. What we're doing is we're taking the traditional model of dry lick supplementation and using technology to apply what's been done physically to be done through livestock drinking water.
So this is a traditional lick block. It's been in the industry for 40 years, and it's what the industry has accepted. As you can see, the animals, they lick the blocks with the minerals in here, but there's a lot of fillers to attract the animals to come and lick for the nutrients that you're looking for. They're very heavy, they're very labour intensive to get around. The hardest thing about them is you just can't work out how much supplement they're consuming. So it's very hard when you can't measure something, you can't manage production.
Everyone up here is already supplementing their cattle with urea and phosphorus, and we've got a solution that makes it easier for them and provides the animals with a more regular, efficient dosage of medication and nutrients. So it's really a win-win solution.
Our main dosing technology is our U-Dose. It's a water supplementing system that we designed in-house. We wrote all the software ourselves. We developed the hardware and the components to go into it. But we started at a first principle of how can we consistently and safely put livestock protein, phosphorus and sulphur and trace elements into the drinking water day in, day out.
So here we are up in the Gulf of Carpentaria, thousands of kilometres away from anywhere, and this is what tech can do to increase production in livestock and for food security. These two doses here are supplementing 7,500 head of cattle right across this landscape here.
The U-Dose runs off a water meter that is plumbed into our customer's line. That water meter sends a pulse to the unit, and whether it's every 10 litres or 20 litres, the U-Dose then deciphers that pulse with its algorithms and says, at that rate, put this much measured concentrate into the water, and it equals a per litre rate within the livestock's drinking water.
Probably the thing that's really crazy about the tech and what we're doing is to think that these doses are being controlled 2,000 kilometres away from a control room.
We're doing everything here. We're designing the circuit boards, occasionally we're populating those circuit boards, we're doing 3D modelling, 3D printing, CNC milling. The production crew, they're assembling and soldering wires and components and sensors together.
So all of these units here across the whole Australian landscape connected to satellite are also connected through apps so that we can manage our QA and our QC to make sure these machines are running day in, day out and bringing value to Australian farmers to help them better feed the world.
We've really got that end to end. We're doing everything from design to implementation, all in Australia.
Our results are starting to show up on balance sheets and things. There's real savings, real production benefits and an upward trend of more kilos being produced, more calves on the ground consistently across where they've got our technology. It's really got the industry engaged now.
I've done some trials with it and I can see the results. We don't have to worry about a truck turning up and unloading it and a man putting out dry lick all day and buying tubs from town, and it certainly saves a bit of work and we're getting good results, so that's all we can ask for.
At the moment, our focus is on beef and beef production and helping those industries. But at the end of the day, we can target any ruminants involved in the sector. So that includes sheep, goat, camel and buffalo, and those are all in extensive pasture grazing systems. And that's been what the real challenge for providing a solution to market is being able to achieve it at scale.
Companies like DIT AgTech are pretty much crucial for the industry to grow and for us to feed the planet.
I think that there's a bigger play for all of us. I think that there's an opportunity for every one of us individually to leave an impact on this planet.
DIT AgTech is really opening doors for a more sustainable future as we are creating a product that allows farmers to do their job better and to produce more for less.
A lot of people don't realise how important livestock is to bring civilisations out of poverty and to solve hunger problems.
What we're actually doing with satellite technology and these new controllers in our units is sort of groundbreaking.
The future's very bright for DIT, and that excites me enormously. And that's because even though at the moment our core business is building U-doses that go out into the field and reduce the cost of supplementation in the livestock sector and increase productivity, and we're seeing that day in and day out. There's no telling what these IoT devices that we're putting in the field might be capable of in 1, 2, 5 years' time.
Everyday Australians will now get the opportunity to be part of the solution to sustainable agriculture on our planet. You'll be part of the solution of producing more food. You'll be part of the solution of finding ways by using agriculture as a tool to solve climate change. And in time when we commercialise it, we'll be putting supplements in this water to help livestock to reduce methane emission and help heal our planet. But I think what's the most important thing with DIT is that you personally can have a positive impact on our planet and on humanity for many generations to come.